Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to a bonus edition. This is a totally biased bonus edition. As always, my bonus editions are. Anytime I'm doing anything other than the 1 minute news, it is biased. So if you care about that, just stop listening. But if you want to know my thoughts on things, continue. This is a little debate recall. I'm drinking a little Topo Chico as some just like shot up in my nose. Do you drink mineral water or seltzer water? Are you an old fart like me who can't drink soda anymore or won't because I don't want to get too fat? I don't want to get too fat. That's a little ridiculous. Debate recap. I wanted to let the media, the news media, kind of go in, and I wanted to see their thoughts, so I didn't just, give you something you already heard. Like, it's just kind of what I'm about in this program. I don't want to be just another talk show host that's just gonna say the same talking points, but I wanted to reflect on what the media actually reports on and what the media says. The debate happened. I thought it was a fantastic debate. Actually, I thought it was they did well. It was very civil. There was interruptions, but you expect that in a debate. The whole point of a debate is to have an argument with the person, and sometimes your objective is to interrupt them. But if you interrupt somebody while in a debate, you better make sure what you're saying has substance, or else you're going to look stupid. And I think that is, just another tactic in debates. Like if I'm debating somebody and I have the understanding of my idea that, they're slow or they're stupid on a subject, I'm going to want to interrupt them to kind of make them feel small and kind of show everyone, hey, this person actually has no idea what they're talking about. So I think interrupting is important. So this whole push by a lot of people in the media, how they're like, I can't believe the interruptions. It's unbelievable. It's part of debating. What? Are we that big of a snowflake of a society where we can't have actual debates? Politics is incredibly rude and harsh, and you would think the media would understand that because they're the hugest proponent of it. In fact, they ignite fires on a daily basis without apologizing when they get a story wrong. They'll just, let their lawyers deal with the money. So you would think they would be okay with kind of the brutality of an actual debate. I'm struggling for a little vocab time, but I thought the debate went well. I went into the debate thinking Mike Pence was going to get a little steamrolled by Kamala, and I don't know why. I think I started just reading into what the media was saying too much, and it changed my mind. It changed my biases before I even watched the debate. So I walked in thinking, oh man, Mike Pence is going to struggle. I don't remember the last time I watched Mike Pence debate, but he is a fantastic debater. He's a master debater. He is great. Honestly, I kept watching the whole time I was watching Pence, and I was mesmerized by his voice and the way he carried himself. And if he was liberal, the media would love him because he just sounds so smooth. I was telling my wife, I was like, the dude he's got some swag, and he's got some sexy swag where he's just like, yo girl, let me tell you something about Donald Trump. Something you might not know. Yeah, I'm Mike Pence. Yeah. And I just thought the dude has swagger. The dude held himself well. He didn't look... A fly landed on his head, and he still maintained his stability. That's how stable he was. He was like, yeah, I'm on a mission. I don't care if a fly lands on me. I don't care if a plane lands on me. I don't care if I have pink eye right now. I'm going to own this Kamala person, and I'm going to make her look stupid. He did a great job interrupting her. I think his most powerful line was, a couple of most powerful lines was, it's important to, when he interrupted her and she said, I'm talking, which was so condescending. It was unbelievable. But I don't know why the media was praising that, because it just reminded me of, when you're getting to argue with somebody and they're just like, and they know they're wrong and they just like, just listen to me. You're just like, God, calm down. But um, what was I saying? Oh, Mike Pence, when he was like, it's important to say the truth or to say the facts, and was really rebuttaling a statement she made. And I thought that was really good, and almost shut her up. And she was like, didn't know how to respond. She got quiet because even she knew what she was saying wasn't true. or she just didn't feel confident in what she was saying. And Mike Pence did, and he did a great job. I also thought another plan, which I've been pushing back personally, this whole thing that Joe Biden has a plan for COVID. And I'm always like, yeah, what is that plan? Because every time he talks about his plan, it just sounds like Trump's plan or what he's been trying to do or doing. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to give, PPP to business. Yeah, it's happening. I'm going to try to make, medications. Yeah, it's happening. Therapeutics is happening. I'm going to try to make a vaccine. Yeah, that's happening. And, Pence called her out and said, that sounds a lot like our plan. And it's true. And then I thought like Pence did a fantastic job. I thought it was really unfortunate that a fly landed on his head. But that is what happens. It happened to Obama, it happened to Hillary, and it's not the first time a bug has landed on somebody's head. But I was laughing. I'm not going to lie. I was dying laughing, and I was also feeling bad for him. Because, when you're winning in debate and then something unfortunate like that happens, like even somebody with your friends and you're winning in debate and you're maybe drinking some water and you're talking to somebody and you're like, yeah, and you're winning the argument, and then you just like pour the water all over your shirt and it just ruins the moment. And so the fly ruined any kind of thing that Pence could have had on the liberal media that would give him props for how well he defeated Kamala. And I think it also showed, okay, and then so my thoughts on Kamala, I thought she went to the emotional card a lot. And that is a debate tactic for sure. I don't think it's in the Socratic sphere, the educated sphere. It's not really one that wins you points, but it is ones with those who do not potentially know the facts or don't know a whole lot of what's going on in the world. They gravitate more towards emotion because some people just don't like learning about what's going on in the world, and they just want to be emotionally taken there. They like the idea of, we'll all get together, we're pushing together, Joe Biden's going to bring us together. Like these emotional pleas are things that people gravitate towards too. I don't particularly, because I see right through them, and I think a lot of emotion in politics is just BS, and their way of trying to get elected and trying to get their message across without actually telling you the facts, because maybe if you knew the facts, you would be afraid of their policies and what they're trying to accomplish. And so she really went after the emotional card a lot. I kept waiting for her to pull out the black card, and she totally did. And I think that's unfortunate. I just don't think this is 2020, and I just don't think that we are in a society where that needs to even be a play. And I feel like we're progressive enough where we accept everyone for who they are and judge people based on their character, regardless of what the media tells you. And I think it's unfortunate when people jump to those conclusions and use that as a basis for an argument or a basis for I want you to listen to me, instead of letting your facts, what you believe, what you want to accomplish, let that be the power that drives your statements, instead of hey, I just want you to recognize that I'm first black woman, so deal with that. I just don't think that's as powerful as, I think that's great. I think it's fantastic. I think it shows how far this country has gone, and yet people say yeah, but it's still so racist, and you're just this doesn't make logical sense when I'm watching that right now. I thought the media was unbelievable in their response. I thought liberal media like George Stephanopoulos saying mansplaining. I saw they use that card a lot. I saw that card being used on many networks, almost like somebody told them to say it. Because if we're supposed to treat everyone equally, it's always like this tie where people want you to treat them equally, but not equally. And then they want you to dance on the tightrope and they want you to go back and forth and honestly just do whatever they say. It's like, treat me equally. Unless it's unfair, then it's not okay. And so, and I don't even think Mike Pence was that aggressive. He wasn't like, hey, Kamala, shut up. Like, he wasn't like, won't you just shut up, man? You're such a clown, like Joe Biden was. Was that mansplaining? Because I don't think so, because I feel like that then it becomes sexist to say that. So I think it wasn't mansplaining. So if I'm a man, if I walk up to a woman and she tells me, hey, I just want you to know you're a polar bear. And I go, I'm actually not a polar bear. I'm a human being, I'm a man. And they're like, wow, that's mansplaining. Really? Oh, so I guess men aren't allowed to teach women things anymore. But are women allowed to teach men things? Because they dominate our education, so I guess that's true. I mean, these ideas are just for like rich people who are bored with their too much money and just bored with their time. They're highly educated. They're in their own heads. They're too philosophically driven. They can't see what's in front of them. These obvious logical facts of, hey, we're going to debate sometimes and we're going to talk about things. And sometimes, a woman can be wrong and a man can tell her when she's wrong. And that's not a sexist statement. Why is this a big idea? Why is this like revolutionary? Why is this so progressive or so aggressive of me to say? It's ridiculous. There was times Kamala was just talking out of her butt and, Pence called her out on it. And that's okay to do. And Pence can be wrong. And then Kamala can say, hey, actually, you are wrong. And this, and this is why you're wrong. But he wasn't wrong, so she didn't say it. So it just looked like mansplaining because he was just dominating her so much that the liberals got nervous and they're like, what card can we play? Can't play the race card. Oh, we'll play the mansplaining card for 500. I'll take mansplaining for 500, Alex. Oh, it holds no weight? Crap. I mean, what the heck, dude? Mansplaining card. And then also, all my liberal friends and family members all jumped on the fly bandwagon like it was like this. It was funny while it happened. Now that it's over, it's like, yeah, it's hilarious. But I think it shows you who won the debate. The way people responded, the way the memes were posted everywhere about the fly, it shows you that Pence won and people got nervous and didn't know how to respond. Even Joe Biden was like, I'm just so proud of how presidential Kamala, really? First of all, presidential. I know that's like a saying, but there's always like these conspiracies that Joe Biden, the minute he wins, is gonna give Kamala the presidency. So some of these words bring meaning to my ears. But Pence won. Pence has a great voice. He did great in the debate. He was very calm, and I think that put her off a lot, how calm he was. He wasn't like in your face. And I think it showed the things. Donald Trump is a showman. Donald Trump is a comedian. And you can tell because Donald Trump is funnier than when people make fun of him. Anything in comedy, when there's like a comical movie, anytime somebody tries to make fun of that comical movie or just like repeats what the comical movie said, it's never as funny as the actual statement. So it shows, so he is a comedian because it's just like whenever SNL makes fun of him, it's not as funny as Donald Trump. Donald Trump is funnier than the comedian making fun of him because it's funnier. You can't make fun of funny. It's already funny. I know it's like a circular argument, but it's just like when somebody goes, hey, do you remember that time we saw that movie? And you're like, yeah, I remember. Ha ha ha. But that's all it gets. It's never like a big belly laugh because it's not the actual moment. I don't know if that makes sense. But Donald Trump, he doesn't always do a good job with the things he's accomplished. He doesn't explain them very well. He's not an orator. He doesn't articulate very well. He doesn't have a large, extensive vocabulary. He doesn't project stability and calmness in the way he talks. And sometimes, like today in Rush Limbaugh, he dropped the F-bomb. Like, these are things people love about him, but also things that like don't make him very good on the debate stage. He's good at like these quick moments, like when he said, "You would be locked up," like stuff like that. That's a great moment. But Mike Pence showed what Donald Trump has actually been accomplishing and the things that are actually happening in his cabinet. And I think Donald Trump should let Pence talk more and let Pence engage with media more, because Pence is like, Donald Trump is like Mike Pence's hype man. I don't know. Yeah, come on, huh? I just think that Pence is just better at communicating what's actually happening, and so maybe Pence could say it, and then Donald Trump could come on and hype up what he just said. I don't know. So those are my thoughts. I thought the moderator was okay. You can tell that I think people that are conservative understand that 99.9% of people in media are all liberal, because they're liberal elites, and that's just how it is. They have lots of money, but they want to tell you how to run your lives. And so when the gotcha questions, like to Pence, like, do you know that your mom is stupid? Like, it's just stupid questions like that are just, are so leading and just ridiculous. And the fact that, hey, Donald Trump, are you going to say no to the Proud Boys? Are you going to talk down to the white supremacists? Joe Biden, I'm never going to say anything to you about Antifa. I'm going to let Donald Trump bring that up for me. Even though if we watch the news or just people that, go out and film these things like Daily Caller, Andy No, and stuff like that, we see the actual destruction in our country, people being murdered, people being shot, like the Trump supporter who was just shot on the street, just murdered, cold-blooded murdered, and people act like that wasn't a huge deal in most media sites. It's unbelievable. It just shows the direction and ideology of our news media outlets, that they're acting like this isn't a problem when it's completely a problem. So, and there was a couple of times, and you could tell how people got mad at her because she didn't really go in or stop Pence from talking. The moderator's job is just to ask questions and to keep it flowing, not to be the dictator of the actual debate. This idea that the moderator is in charge and is so stupid. Let it happen. Let it flow. Let it just open it up. If they fight between each other, let it happen. That's how a debate should go. People are just obsessed with like people in power, so they're just like, this moderator, get these people in control. No, let it happen. Let it just go. Encourage it. I don't care what questions the moderator has. I just want to hear what the candidates have to say. So I'm tired of, I don't care who's the moderator. I just want to make sure the moderator just shuts up and allows the person to talk. And she did okay. There was a couple of times where she started like, hey, Mr. just like raising her voice. And you could almost tell like she felt like she needed to have a Chris Wallace moment with Pence, so her people on her side wouldn't get mad at her, where it was just like, Pence, shut your mouth. Oh, I thought Pence destroyed Kamala. I thought Kamala looked condescending, especially when she's like, I'm talking. Okay. That was, she might try to make it seem like he was being childish, but she looked way more childish and insecure and not ready for the position she was in when she was talking like that to Pence. So those are my thoughts on the debate. I thought Pence destroyed her. I thought Pence won. I thought he did way better than I thought he did. It was unfortunate about the freaking fly, but life happens. But I think I think it's more encouraging to read what's actually said in a debate than watch it sometimes, because a lot of good substance was said. And I think he exposed Kamala and Joe Biden's thing, like the fact that she still and Joe Biden still refuse to answer the question, are you going to pack the court? How the media just allows it. And the other day where Joe Biden said, I'll answer that when I'm elected. Or else it's going to be the top story. Why is it going to be the top story? Because your answer is yes? I think it's obvious. And I think it's so obvious that the fact that he doesn't want to say it is ridiculous because everyone can see through the lines. And I think people that are voting for him don't even know what packing a court is. Or maybe they want that because they don't care about freedoms. They care more about their way or the highway. And I think we're seeing it more played out in this pandemic, quote unquote. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. That was a bonus episode. I didn't get any questions because I didn't ask for any questions, but I appreciate every single one of you guys. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Hope you guys are enjoying the 1 Minute News still. Please email me at the 1 Minute News. Let me know if you hate it, love it, thoughts, etc., etc. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. I'll look out for the weekend episode. I might even do another bonus episode. The media is really doing me in. I'm starting to get a little bit more open during these 1 Minute News because I don't care to be civil anymore, and I don't care to I just pay too much money to not be myself. And I hope you appreciate that. I hope you appreciate me being myself and not me trying to be something that I'm not. I like to have fun, I like to joke around, and I like to be serious. And so I hope that the 1 Minute News plays that out, that I can have a serious conversation, but I also can make jokes. And I hope that, I don't know what my dog is doing just now. What are you doing back there? I think she's playing with her bowl. I'm sorry. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Have a great day. Bye.